DnD's new Magic Stealer Rogue has some interesting ideas, but it is very heavily dependent on your allies being full spellcasters. Like, if you don't have 2 full spellcasters in your party, I wouldn't even bother looking at the subclass. Like, it is that dependent. The first feature, Empower Sneak Attack, allows you to add some extra sneak attack damage to your sneak attack a few times per day, but it requires other people to cast a leveled spell near you. Sure, you could find a way to cast a leveled spell with a spell slot, but at that point, like, just play the full spellcaster. So if you have those 2 full spellcasters, you'll get to use that. It'll be great. It can effectively double your sneak attack damage, which is pretty nice. But again, you're completely dependent on other spellcasters. The other feature lets you remove a level 1 or 2 spell from an ally, and the ally that you touch to use it regains a level 1 or 2 spell slot. So like if you use that on an ally or on yourself who isn't a spellcaster, they just don't get half the feature. So it's like, what? I guess you have to be the only one in the party who isn't a spellcaster to maximize the subclass. The level 9 subclass feature is easily the highlight of the subclass. You get 3 new Cunning Strike options. That's the thing where you like drop some sneak attack damage to get a rider effect. The first one, you hit your target and they have disadvantage on their first save against a spell for the next round. So like you hit them, an ally hits them with a big save or suck, and it's awesome. Like that is an awesome support ability that's going to win a lot of fights. Second option, the target has to make an intelligence saving throw to cast spell. So if they spend an action and try to cast a spell, they make the save, and if they fail the save, the action is wasted and the spell doesn't work. The DC is also based on your dexterity, so it's going to keep up with full spellcasters' save DCs. Intelligence saves are notoriously the lowest save, so it's going to be really reliable against enemy spellcasters. This is going to be fantastic. The third option lets you steal a damage resistance from your target when you hit them. You have to guess which damage resistances they have, but hopefully you can figure that out ahead of time. And, you know, it's nice that it works independent of spellcasting, so like you don't have to have an allied spellcaster, you don't have to have an enemy spellcaster, but also like if you don't have allied spellcasters, why are you playing this subclass? The rest of the subclass is really kind of just mediocre and boring. It's got some good ideas. Like I like the track that they're on, everything except the name, but the fact that it's completely dependent on your party, including multiple full spellcasters to be effective, really just does not feel good. Yes, you can coordinate that when you're building your party, but I'm really nervous that people are going to bring this to the wrong game and then be like, oh, the biggest caster in the party is an artificer. Half my subclass features suck.